A traffic stop becomes violent when a man punches a deputy before firing and hitting him. The extensive criminal history of the man who fired and shot that deputy. And despite vandalism earlier this month, a North Palm Beach mosque is still opening its doors. Why the president there is now inviting the public in today to learn about beliefs and traditions. And making the holiday season brighter, we've got a holiday in the park. It's the Urban League's Toys for Tots giveaway, and it's happening today. Hundreds of people expected to receive toys, food, and enjoy those holiday festivities. Hey everyone, welcome to Today on 5. I'm Tori Dunnan alongside Tyler Malden. And if you're waking up this morning, a little bit of good news for you depending on your perspective, right?
Yeah, because in my opinion, it feels fantastic this morning.
I love it too.
I mean, we have 40s, 50s, and 60s for temperatures. This is the coolest air we dealt with in like months. Since like March or February.
It's not sticking around,
no,
right?
No, it'll be long gone next week. I mean, the 80s will be back, of course. And it looks like one of the warmest Christmas Eves and Christmas days that we've dealt with in quite a while, actually. We're talking about temperatures around 85, 86 degrees come Christmas Day. That is mind-blowing, isn't it? Isn't it? All right, here's what we're dealing with right now. We have a cold front down to our south. That cooler air is spilling in across the entire state of Florida, and it is feeling fantastic. Cooler temperatures have arrived behind that front. Windy conditions, too. That wind is howling. You can probably actually hear it if you're just now waking up right now. You can hear the wind out there. Crazy. Near record heat expected for us next week, though, so if you don't like this cool air that we have in place today and tomorrow, just be patient. All right, 46 degrees right now in Okeechobee. You're the cool spot. 53 degrees in Fort Pierce. 63 degrees in West Palm Beach, and not one single drop of rain is on radar this morning. Here's look at your weekend forecast. Today we will rebound, but we get to about 75, 76 degrees today. Feeling really nice, that low humidity and that wind. Tomorrow we do it all over again. 50s and 60s for the morning lows, and then afternoon highs will be in the mid to upper 70s. Tomorrow, though, we may see an isolated shower or two below onshore because of this wind that we're dealing with. In terms of your national forecast, because a lot of you will be doing some traveling today, it looks fine across the southeast and even the midsection of the U.S. But up here across the northeast, they could be dealing with some lake effect snow. You'll be dealing with some wintry weather if you're going out west. And then on Sunday, we do it all over again. The southeast is quiet. We could still see some lake effect snow across the northeast and wintry mischief out west. Then on Monday, the southeast sees this winter weather maker start to gather itself. It'll bring heavy rain first, maybe some stronger thunderstorms too, and then some wintry mischief behind it. So have a heads up. Tori, back to you.
This morning, Indian River County Sheriff's Deputy Christopher Lester is now out of a Treasure Coast hospital. This after he was shot during a traffic stop. Take a look at this.
No, I don't want a problem. Put your hands on the hood.
Unbelievable video there. The entire incident, as you see, was captured on a dash camera. Authorities say Deputy Lester fired back at the man who punched him and then shot at him. Deputies say the man on the right, Andrew Coffey, is a career criminal, and he's the one they say fired and hit Deputy Lester. The suspect, though, is now under close watch this morning. We're told he's recovering from gunshot wounds to the torso and leg. And as Brian Enton explains, his family and friends are reacting to news of that gunfight.
It starts with a punch to the face.
Put your hands on the hood.
Investigators say Andrew Coffey runs after Deputy Christopher Lester with a gun. And then the shots.
I was a little hurt because that's not the person that I know.
Wanda Scott was Coffey's boss at this convenience store in Gifford.
That's not the person that hangs here. He might have was having a good time leading up to his birthday and maybe became more intoxicated.
Drunk or not, Sheriff Darrell Lohr says Coffey tried to kill the 26-year-old deputy after he pulled Coffey over for not having a tag. The deputy was shot in the leg.
As he knocked Deputy Lester down with a sucker punch, he continued to stand over him and attempt to end his life.
Coffey is no stranger to the law. He was released from prison last May for an attempted murder conviction from back in 1993.
It reminds us of the dangers that are faced every day in law enforcement. It is a war on the streets, and we're sick and tired of it.
Deputy Lester has been with the sheriff's office for 17 months. He has a clean IA file.
When something happens like that, no one gets excited about an officer injured or shot at.
Right, so that was Brian Enton reporting there. We're told the deputy is engaged to be married. And again, he is now luckily back home recovering from the gunshot wound to the leg. At this point, it's still unclear how Coffey, a convicted felon, was able to get that gun in the first place. Also, this morning, the sheriff says Coffey was just arrested on December 3rd for cocaine charges. Prior to that arrest, he was behind bars for a slew of other charges. And according to the sheriff's office, Coffey has a total of 11 felony arrests on his record, 4 felony convictions, and 3 misdemeanor convictions. Like Brian mentioned, he got out of jail in May of last year after spending more than 20 years behind bars for attempted first-degree murder. Also this morning, after a case of vandalism, which happened earlier this month, a North Palm Beach mosque will still open its doors today. The state attorney's office has announced the crime is now being considered a hate crime. Joshua Killitz is accused of breaking into the mosque, smashing windows, and then turning over furniture. Now the president of this mosque is inviting the public to come to the mosque today and to learn about Islam and its beliefs and traditions.
Go to the source, come to the mosque. Don't be afraid to come here and ask. Even if you're angry, we won't be upset at you if you come here angry. You can come angry. We understand why.
He says the religion condemns terrorism and says Islam has nothing to do with striking fear in people. The health department now giving whooping cough vaccinations at Palm Beach Central High School. A case of whooping cough was announced yesterday. 7 classrooms have been cleaned and sterilized, and Palm Beach County health leaders are reviewing the medical records of anyone in close contact with the sick student. The principal is advising parents at Palm Beach Central High School to watch their kids for symptoms. Those include fever, runny nose, and deep chest coughs. Indian River County now on high alert after a chicken tested positive for West Nile virus. Officials say the mosquito population is way up because of rainfall and also record high temperatures. The health department is now advising people to get rid of standing water, to wear long sleeves at dusk, and use mosquito repellent with DEET. West Nile, most usually those cases have flu-like symptoms, but it can sometimes cause more serious neurological damage there. And now to that ongoing story about that natural gas outage in Fort Pierce. We're told crews have finally managed to restore service to 60% of their customers. About 2,000 of them lost gas last Saturday. That outage, though, we're told was caused by a pressure drop due to an issue with a series of valves. And of course, if you do smell gas, you should call authorities right away. Some local high school choir members about to leave on the trip of a lifetime. This is pretty cool. According to our news partners at the Palm Beach Post, they're heading to London to share their gift of song. But it's almost a trip that didn't happen without the support of the community and one particular supporter. If you want to read more about this, you can go to mypalmbeachpost.wptv.com. We are less than a week out from Christmas. It is so hard to believe that, right? The community, though, is stepping up to help underserved low-income families. And today, the Urban League of Palm Beach County is hosting its free toy giveaway. News Channel 5's Andrew Ruiz is live this morning outside their offices with a little bit of a preview for us. Good morning, Andrew.
Hey, Tori, good morning. Yeah, preparations getting underway right behind me. You can see they're loading up the trucks, getting ready to go across the street at Gaines Park, where they will be having these events for families. Again, their office is right off of Australian Avenue, and the event will be going on at Gaines Park from 9 a.m. to 1. More than 600 families are pre-registered for the event, but they're expecting a lot more, around 900. Much like an event we covered last week, those that signed up will be able to shop for their holiday gifts for free. Santa's elves will be on hand to help families to pick out the perfect toy. And now much of those toys being loaded onto the truck, again, heading just right across the street into Gaines Park, which is on Australian Avenue here in West Palm Beach. There's another event not related to this one, but just like the one reported last week at the Stony Brook community, exclusive to them. And again, this is all to help low-income families who did not believe that they would have Christmas this year. Now we are live in West Palm Beach. Andrew Ruiz, Wptv News Channel 5.
It is 7:08 and just ahead. The cold front we're seeing this weekend, it didn't bring any snow to South Florida. We know that, but perhaps at the Boynton Beach Petco you might see it. Where and when to go for the annual Adopt-a-thon. And United Airlines is really going to the dogs this holiday season. After the break, we'll pause for a second to consider what that means.
Well, many of you have been begging for a cool down. It's here, and it is chilly outside. Coming up at 7:18, I will show you exactly how cool it will be for this afternoon. That's coming up at 7:18. Stick around.
Thank you for making WPTV your source for local news. On air, online, and on your phone. From the Treasure Coast
in Port St. Lucie tonight
to southern Palm Beach County.
Reporting in Boca Raton.
It's about local coverage everywhere.
Contact 5 investigators travel to Washington, D.C.
With the largest news team in South Florida, we deliver. Number 1, 6 decades in a row. WPTV News Channel 5. Local coverage you can count on.
This isn't just jewelry. It's a connection made stronger in silver and gold. This is more than a gift. It's a celebration of you. Find the perfect gift set at Pandora in the town center at Boca Raton.
Volkswagen's year-end clearance sale is going on now with our lowest payments this year. New 16 Jettas, roomier than Civic or Corolla, just $119 a month. The new 16 turbocharged Tiguan SUV, only $169 a month. This is the sale you've waited all year for. Drive any new 16 VW with zero down, zero first month's payment, zero security deposit. You just sign, then drive. Or buy new Volkswagens with 0% for 60 months during our huge year-end clearance sale. Going on now.
City Furniture just made it easier to create a beautiful home with new delivery options. Introducing free shipping. Whether you shop in the showroom or at cityfurniture.com, discover the home furnishings you've always dreamed of and get it shipped absolutely free. Free shipping. Available now at City Furniture.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The redesigned Honda Accord, complete with a new look, improved fuel efficiency, and Pandora compatibility standard. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event where you can get a great deal on the Accord, the most durable, longest-lasting car in its class. Now at your Honda dealer.
This isn't just jewelry. It's a connection made stronger in silver and gold. This is more than a gift. It's a celebration of you. Find the perfect gift set at Pandora in the town center at Boca Raton.
Hey everyone, hope you're enjoying your Saturday, but if you're looking for ways you can spend your weekend, we are here to help. And here's a look at the community calendar. You can join volunteers at 8 a.m. for the monthly beach cleanup. And after that, there's going to be a light snack sponsored by Whole Foods Market in Palm Beach Gardens. Or if you feel like it, go to the Palm Beach Theater for a $5 classic movie. Today at 10 a.m., you can see the original Little Shop of Horrors. Or come right here to West Palm Beach for the 45th Street Toy Drive and Car Show. There's going to be food, a dunk tank, bounce house, and much, much more. To learn more about what's happening in your neighborhood or to share an event, you can log on to our website, Wptv.com, and click on the community calendar link. Also happening today, the Justin Bartlett Animal Rescue Annual Adopt-a-thon. Bring your pets to the event to experience faux snow. There are also going to be puppy and kitten adoptions. And if you want to really get into the holiday spirit, you can, of course, take pet pictures with Santa for just $5. The event will also have a live DJ, free exams, rabies vouchers for the first 50 guests, a pet dress contest at 3 o'clock, and a lot more going on there as well. Okay, it is hard to believe, but believe it or not, the Marmot Boca Raton Bowl kicks off in less than 3 days. The 24th ranked Temple Owls arrived for the game on Thursday, and yesterday, the Toledo Rockets flew into Palm Beach International Airport. The team will practice for the next 3 days at St. Andrews in Boca Raton, as well as participate in several events leading up to the bowl game. The Rockets are hoping to pick up their 10th win of the season while they're here, but they're also going to make sure that they have a little fun, too.
Great to be down here, great to land and finally get back to Palm Beach County and get ready to go play a game here. We're very fortunate to be in this position, and we would be crazy not to enjoy it a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're treating it as a business trip, and we're here to win a game.
Okay, make sure to watch the Marmot Boca Raton Bowl special tonight at 7:30 right here on WPTV for everything you need to know leading up to that game. Evan Cohen and Ian Hest will be hosting the show, and we'll have some fun guests joining them along the way.
Time now for the Honda Sports Desk with ESPN 106.3 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Good morning. I'm Keely Ferguson from ESPN 106.3. Well, can you believe it? We are just 3 days away now from the Marmot Boca Raton Bowl. On Tuesday, Temple and Toledo will square off at FAU Stadium. Both teams are now in Palm Beach County and are preparing for the big matchup. On yesterday morning, Toledo flew into Palm Beach International Airport. The team will practice for the next 2 days at St. Andrews and Boca Raton, as well as participate in several events leading up to the bowl game. The Rockets are hoping to pick up their 10th win of the season while they're here, but they're also going to make sure they enjoy themselves.
Great to be down here, great to land and finally get back to Palm Beach County and get ready to go play a game here. We're very fortunate to be in this position, and we would be crazy not to enjoy it a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're treating it as a business trip, and we're here to win a game.
Meanwhile, at Oxbridge Academy, the Temple Owls getting in their first practice of the week on yesterday. The 24th ranked Owls looking to rebound from their loss against Houston in the conference championship. Temple arriving in West Palm Beach on Thursday, so they've had a day to enjoy the nightlife. However, Coach Matt Rule expects nothing but focus on the practice field.
We want to grind. I mean, I want to see them practice really hard. You know, we gave them some time to go enjoy themselves last night. You know, we let them be men. Now they need to practice like men. So we want to have a really hard, tough physical practice today.
All right, from the college gridiron to the college hardwood, Lynn University hosting Southern Nazarene in the Residence Inn Boca Raton Holiday Classic. Let's pick this one up early in the first. Ben Berry to David Johnson. Johnson sinking the three ball. Fighting Knights go up 11-3. Just a few minutes later, Lynn's Russell Wilson gets it to Denzel Richardson. Gets the hook shot to go down in the paint. The lead is now 18-15. 11 minutes left now. The Crimson Storm starting to gain some momentum. C.J. White sinking the mid-range fadeaway J. That brings Southern Nazarene within 3. That's not enough for the Crimson Storm, though. Lynn pulls off the victory at home, 101-92. How about some high school hoops? Atlantic hosting Boca Raton at home on Friday. 5 minutes left as we pick this one up in the third quarter. Boca leading. Eagles turn the ball over. Boca's Morgan Zook on the breakaway. Austin Aubrey with the finish. Boca extends the lead 34-28, and he's excited. 50 seconds left in the third. Eagles' Corey Gamage sinking the layup through traffic. Always beautiful to see that. Atlantic cuts the lead 43-36. Momentum on the Bobcats side, though. 6 minutes left in the fourth. Cade Long sinks the J. Another 10-point lead. Boca is victorious on the road, beating Atlantic 68-60. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. Again, I'm Keely Ferguson from ESPN 106.3. Take care.
Thanks, Keely. Well, from the air to the ground, people, of course, are traveling for the Christmas holiday. Some are hoping to get the leg up on holiday rush, and travelers say they're finding some pretty good deals at the pumps and airports. According to AAA, more than 100 million travelers are set to hit the roads this holiday season. 90% of them will be getting behind the wheel. Low gas prices, a big reason why so many travelers are driving this year. The national average for a gallon of gas sits 53 cents lower than last holiday season. But not everyone is traveling on four wheels. AAA says airfare for the top 40 domestic flight routes are 6% cheaper this year. Travelers we talked with at PBIA say they're noticing some of those lower prices.
We booked it last minute, and it was a lot actually cheaper than it was last year.
All right, so not everything, though, on that price decrease. Once you arrive at your destination, AAA says you should expect to pay slightly more for hotels and car rentals this year. Car rentals, by the way, seeing a 3% increase. And as millions of holiday travelers flock to the nation's airports next week, United Airlines is hoping to help its passengers cope with that stress by expanding its Comfort Dog program. Comfort Dogs will be at all 7 of United's hubs in the U.S. Monday through Wednesday. Passengers are able to interact with the specially trained dogs to help make their travel a little more enjoyable. I personally like cats, but I think that would be just a disaster, Tyler. Comfort cats at the airport.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. I think you're right. I think you're right. Good morning, everyone. We have been watching a cold front, all right? We've been talking about it all week. That front is now way down to our south. What's coming in behind it? Well, what you would normally expect behind a cold front, some cooler temperatures, some lower humidity, and Oh, yeah, that wind. It's howling right now. Right now it's sustained at 10, 15 miles per hour, but it's gusting as high as 30, and it'll continue to strengthen as we head through the day. Current temperature right now in West Palm Beach is 60 degrees, 61 degrees in Boynton, 52 degrees in Vero Beach, and it should be in the 50s, 52 degrees in Fort Pierce, should be in the 50s up here in Vero Beach. That sensor is off. But look at Okeechobee, oh my, 46 degrees right now. That's a bit of a shock to the system. And we also have no rain on radar right now. It'll continue to be dry as we head later on into the afternoon. Highs will be right where they should be this time of the year, right at 75 degrees. That wind, as I said, will pick up. It will be sustained this afternoon around 20 to 25 miles per hour, gusts as high as probably 30, maybe even higher than that. Afternoon highs area-wide look like this, barely getting out of the 60s in Okeechobee and Vero Beach, around 70, 71 degrees, 73 degrees in Stewart, 75 degrees in Jupiter, and 77 degrees in Boca Raton this afternoon, 75, maybe 76 degrees in West Palm Beach. And we're not going to see a single drop of rain from now through noon, and then this afternoon, no rain, and then this evening and overnight, no rain at all. So it's going to be dry for us, and it's going to be fantastic for whatever you're trying to do. That is, unless you're going out and trying to do some boating, because boating conditions don't look too great. 7-foot seas right now, they are going to continue to build as that wind continues to strengthen. Seas, 9 to 11 feet later on today and tomorrow. Small craft advisory is in effect for this weekend, and it will be in effect until Monday morning at 7 o'clock. That's when it expires. Beach forecast, not looking good either. Surf will be shoulder high, maybe higher than that, so maybe decent for you surfers. Rip current threat is high, so yeah, not great. And no rain expected for us tonight, so that's good news for you if you're trying to get outside and do a little cookout this evening. Staying windy, though, so make sure you weigh down those lightweight items, and it will be turning chilly. Temperatures will be in the 50s and 60s, just a few degrees warmer than what we're dealing with this morning. 55 degrees in Okeechobee, 58 degrees in Vero Beach, 65, 66 degrees in West Palm Beach, 67 degrees in Boca. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. After we start off in the 50s and 60s tomorrow, we rebound to the mid to upper 70s, about 78 degrees. Nicely showers possible tomorrow. And then our rain percentages increase as we head later on into next week, as do our temperatures in a big way, too. About 85 degrees on Wednesday, 84, maybe 85 degrees on Christmas Eve, and 85 degrees on Christmas Day. That is near record heat for us, and I wouldn't be surprised if the temperatures are actually a couple of degrees warmer than what we're forecasting at this very time. Tori, back to you.
All right, getting ready for that. It is 7:21, and coming up, an inspiring woman in North Carolina is sewing some special stuffed animals back to health while she also heals. The seamstress who battles cancer by expanding stuffed animal repair business. That's coming up.
When you think Lexus, think JM Lexus. Make this a December to remember at JM Lexus. Get in on the holiday cheer with our biggest savings of the year. New 2016 IS200Ts, only $399 a month, zero down. Visit JM Lexus today.
Discover unexpected treasures for the people who least expect it. Find thoughtful gifts at amazing prices every day at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
There are sales, then there's a City Mattress sale.
During the year-end clearance, save up to 50% on the best mattresses and bedroom furniture. Take advantage of extra savings on everything you need to sleep.
The year-end clearance, on now, only at City Mattress.
It's Greco's big finale. Get huge year-end savings on new Mazdas, Kias, and Nissans. Finish the year in a new Altima, Mazda 3 or Optima. Your choice, only $149 a month. Or new Rogues, Mazda CX-5s or Sorrentos, only $199 a month. It's the big finale. Altimas, Mazda 3s or Optimas, $149 a month. Rogues, Mazda CX-5s or Sorrentos, $199 a month. At any Greco location in Delray Beach, North Palm Beach, or Fort Pierce.
I'm Mike Greco. I'll save you thousands. I guarantee it.
What's wrong, Dan?
You used to talk to me about our football playing days together, but lately all you talk about is HCA East Florida.
Well, Dan, you know HCA East Florida is the best in the business.
I thought I was the best in the business.
I think I know what will cheer you up. How would you feel about joining the team?
Really?
Yeah, I think I still have some pull around here.
From fast ER visits to top-notch health professionals, HCA East Florida makes finding a health partner easy.
You nailed it.
It's year-end at Schumacher. During Chevy's holiday event, there's incredible lease offers, like the amazing Chevy Cruze for $149 a month. Wrap up the deals, wrap up the year at Schumacher.
Palm Beach Maritime Academy has been providing excellence in education for 16 years.
We are now accepting applications for K through 11th grade at our 2 locations. Palm Beach Maritime Academy, where your child's future begins.
During December to remember at JM Lexus. New GS 350s, only $519 a month, 0 down. But hurry, the big holiday savings end soon.
When you think Lexus, think JM Lexus.
Well, we all have one, a stuffed bear or some kind of furry friend that we've had since our earliest years. But now one woman is making it her mission to make sure they're in the best shape. Susanna Black has more.
In a dimly lit room, Sally Winey gets to work. Whether she's mending a missing eye.
Now we got an eye.
Or replacing fur that's just been cuddled to pieces. She's constantly bringing new life to old toys.
I'm a doctor, teddy bear doctor.
Winey receives repairs from every continent.
Australia, I guess that would be. They come from all over the world.
And no mishap is too big of a job.
The dog ate the nose and the eyes off of this one, and the thigh.
It's her grandmother's 1898 sewing machine that allows this toy surgeon to give them the intensive care they need.
There's a leg.
But holes and stuffing aren't the only thing being healed here.
I found out in beginning of April that I had breast cancer, and that's a new experience for me.
It's a new adventure for her, and she's not going through it alone.
The whole time I was having chemo and having radiation, I've just kept working on bears as much as I could. Some days I couldn't, but I just sit there, and it gave me the drive to make somebody else smile.
These days, Sally is doing great.
Yeah, big Santa's helper. I'm working every day.
In the middle of her holiday rush, to get the animals in the arms of their owners.
This is what I do 100 times a day.
And a smile on their faces.
They don't always smile because they don't always get exactly what they think they're going to get, but I do the best to bring a smile to their heart.
That much anticipated cold front has arrived. It's down to our south, and we have temperatures in the 40s, 50s, and even the 60s right now. Later on this afternoon, we will be in the low to mid 70s. It'll be windy and partly cloudy, no rainfall expected. Only isolated showers expected for us tomorrow. And tomorrow, temperature-wise, will be exactly like today. 50s and 60s for lows, 70s for highs. Next week, we see the rain chances increase, and it looks like we'll be dealing with a little bit of rain towards about Christmas Eve. We'll also be dealing with temperatures back in the 80s. Not just the 80s, but the mid-80s. 84, 85, maybe even 86 degrees for the holidays. That's Look Your Forecast. We'll be back for more news and weather after the break.
At La Mesa RV,